Hey y'all, what's good? Call me Zed here. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to keep your audience retention very high. Keep viewers engaged and watching your video for longer, so then they end up subscribing, liking, and coming back for more videos. Oh, and make sure to stay around to the end of the video because I'm going to be including a fourth tip that is essential if you want to keep your viewers engaged throughout your video. Tip number 1 is to be very harsh with your cutting. In your editing software, no matter what it is, doesn't matter if you're using iMovie, doesn't matter if you're using CapCut, Premiere, doesn't matter. Just make sure your cutting is harsh. Make sure you're leaving no dead space. When I mean no dead space, I mean nothing. Not a breath in, nothing. You have to be harsh and mean with your cutting. By being so harsh with your cutting, you're allowing your video to keep pace and stay engaged with your viewer. Tip number 2 is going to be using subtitles. I already made a video about how to use subtitles, and there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube, so you can find a way. It might be harder with programs like iMovie. I do know in CapCut there's an auto caption feature that you should use that. I watched a video about this, but this is kind of what Tommy Innit used to blow up a lot, is that when you're seeing subtitles, not only are you listening to their voice, but you're also seeing it in real life, and you're seeing their gameplay and their video in their face.
Something else you might notice is Tommy's heavy use of text, and there's actually a psychological reason for this. Reading is an active activity, whereas listening and watching is passive. This basically means that by having text on screen at all times, Tommy is asking for more of your focus. You're watching, listening, and reading at the same time.
Tip number 3, make your intros 15 to 20 seconds. You don't want your viewers clicking off. You want them to get to the point of the video. You want them to see into the video. I highly recommend doing like a later in this video at the beginning and you explaining what the video is. Do that all very fast in the beginning, and then they'll be more inclined to stay for much longer. Okay, now time for that fourth and final tip. This is totally the same day. Don't worry about it. It's not 3 a.m. I promise. Okay, so for the fourth and final tip, I'm going to say changing your music every 30 seconds. Change the song when the environment's changed or something changes in the video. You don't want to have the same song the entire time. You probably noticed in this video, for every tip, I'll switch up the music. I try to keep a lot of different songs and keep the viewers on their toes and keep changing it a lot.